Hey Leo, this is Tara and welcome to your June 2016 Psychic Tarot Forecast. And I really appreciate your watching my channel and subscribing, and very grateful for your comments and shares and all. And I want to thank you all so much for any comments that you send me about what you want to see in my readings. You can always put those below or email me at themagicalmatrix@gmail.com. So I appreciate and am grateful for all of you for doing that. And if you haven't done that, I encourage you to do so and subscribe as well. And that way you'll receive these in your inbox each and every month. Thank you so much. And also what I'm going to do today is to pull 4 cards from the Hanson Roberts Tarot deck and 1 card from Doreen Virtue Romance Angel deck to see what's going on there for you in your love life. And so before I get started, I want to just share with you a couple of conversations, actually. There's 2 conversations that came up recently within a 4-day span, and so they were so similar that I just had to bring them up. And I've done this with all the videos. You guys I have you and I think Sagittarius left. So to do, last but not least, of course, love my Leos. And so this is about Source, God, who people feel like their God, their source is. Sometimes it's just being creative. Sometimes it's walking in the park and listening to the birds sing, or watching a beautiful sunset or sunrise, or watching the tides of an ocean go in and out. So I was asked that question, and I felt like people are thinking more and more about the spiritual side of life. There's obviously more, you see more psychic medium shows on TV, and that people wanting to know about the afterlife. So I feel like people wanting to connect with their inner strength. And so just asking the question of, how do you tap into your source? Is it through, like-minded people? Is it, like I said, taking walks? Some people go to church. And again, this is not a religious preaching at all. This is more about spiritual enlightenment or spiritual attainment, or just reaching into yourself and drawing out what makes you happy, your spiritual side. So leave me any comments if you'd like below. This is a 2 millennium, and 2 millennium is all about compassion, love. I was going to say devotion. It is in a way about devotion towards other people, because the 1 millennium and before was more about the ego and the I and that. So now this is more of like peace and harmony, I think is what people are looking for. And I invite you to, again, leave me any comments. Again, this was top of the mind for me, so I'm just sharing it with you and opening up conversation if you would so like to do so. All right, my friends, so I'm going to go ahead and go on with your reading for Leo, and this is for the month of June. And the 4 cards from the bottom of the deck wanted to come out, and they felt very important that these are the 4. So let's take a look at what's up for Leo for this month. All right, well, the first card that comes up is the 4 of Cups. And so the 4 of Cups is just feeling like there's turning away from some emotions. It can feel like being over dramatized with emotions, or different people's emotions, maybe a little bit of gluttony on people's part. That's what it can feel like in a love or an emotional type of way. So it might be that you've just been handed or been around more than you're ready to partake of, and you're just like, no more. There's a real stubbornness about this, about saying, no, I've had enough of that. So it might be that, if you're a man or a woman, you've had a lot of people being attracted to you lately, and you're just, that's an interesting situation, awesome situation to be in. I'm feeling like, too, any of you that are well-known, whether it's actor, singer, musician, whatever it is, I'm feeling like in the creative arts, that especially if you're well known or nice looking, I don't know why this is coming out, but it is, that maybe some of you, or in the public eye, that maybe some of you have had an overindulgence of experiences lately. And this could be in the form of love or food or alcohol or drugs or whatever the case may be, but I feel like there's been an overstimulation. So, and again, this is a general reading, Leo. So this is for some Leos. If these messages don't feel like they apply to you, then watch your rising and your moon signs as well. But stay tuned in case they do, because they might for some of you, this particular reading. The next card is the Ace of Cups. And I love that this came up afterwards. Now, it's interesting. First, you got the Four of Cups, which means too much. But then you get the Ace of Cups, which to me denotes new love, new beginning, something either with a relationship, a partner, or it could be a project or something that you love that comes up brand new for you. So it could be that, after you passed up this other and you're like, no, I've had enough of that. That's not what I want. Oh, but this feels good to me. This is what I care about. This is what I love. Or who I love. Like I said, it can be a person, project, pet. And there's of course a lot of water in this. Pink clouds. So you guys I'm feeling like some of you really are getting a lot of attention. Interesting to me. So there's a new love or something that you are excited about, project that's starting to get the wheels going, has been on maybe hold for you. That's what you've been wanting. That's what you've been wanting. That's what you've been ready for. Okay? And the next card, I love that this comes up after the Ace of Cups, is the Magician. So the Magician is about self-mastery. And it could be that after this Ace of Cups, that what comes up that you are really, really excited about, that you go into this self-mastery mode. And you go into the mode of, okay, I can't wait. I am excited about creating this, designing this, planning this, organizing this. If it's you're with a company or it's a project or something you're planning on doing. But this feels like a huge, exciting venture. Maybe someone's offering you to head up, and I'm hearing the words head up like a large company, but the company almost feels like it has to do with the environment or the going green or cars that don't use as much gas or something like that. It feels like it's for the benefit of all, and that you are put in charge of this, or at least you do have a lot of knowledge about it and people believe in you. And when I'm looking at this card, I'm really noticing the red sort of cape he has on. And red, again, means, for me, it means movement, open to being challenged. So some of you guys are really saying, okay, bring it on now, because I'm ready for this. I'm ready to go. Well, and speaking of ready to go, the Chariot card is the last card of your 4-card spread. And the Chariot card usually represents the ready to leave a situation that has not been the best and go on a new venture or adventure. So it might be that at the beginning of the month you're feeling, kind of ho-hum, I've been there, done that. But it feels to me, Leo, as the time goes on during the month, that you're starting to feel good about a couple of things. Really nice, very loving, very sweet. And you're sort of leaving behind what has not served you any longer. That's the Chariot card. This is new passion, new beginning. And I'm seeing a real balance to this card. In this particular one, there's the light Sphinx and the blue Sphinx. So there's the balance of the light and the dark. There's the symbol of the yin and the yang symbol right there. So that's about balancing the femininity, the feminine and the masculine together. There's also the sun, and then behind that is the sky. So in this particular card, it's like the balance is what's important to you. Whatever that you're going to seek, you're starting to feel like this is supportive of your values. This is in balance with what you need. Maybe there was too much at the beginning and of the month, like I said, or in the past months or past years, but you're ready now to seek balance and what works for you in your individual life. Okay, when I look at this card, I could continue to see the way, being weighed. Do I do this? Do I do that? But it feels like no matter what, you're on your path. You're ready to go. You're ready to make some new moves. It could be some of you across, literally, across the country, across the world, in a different state, city, town, but you're ready to move forward. Okay, so the Romance Angel card deck for you, Leo, is stay optimistic about your love life. Okay, stay optimistic about your love life. Well, we started off with the Four of Cups, which you're turning away some things, emotional or loving things that were too much, and then the Ace of Cups. So now this is about stay optimistic, positive thinking, and faith will bring you romance. So if any of you guys are not in a romantic situation, this is for the single Leos. Any of you are not in a single place, it does feel like there is companionship around you, or that can be around you when you just stay optimistic, do your thing, be happy. You all are, to me, the actors and the actresses of the world, so you know how to put on that happy face or whatever face you need at the moment. And I love Leos, but positive thinking, and that's all law of attraction stuff. That's about what you put out there that's positive, you will attract back, right? Instead of thinking negatively, like I'm never going to have anybody, it's not worked out in the past, or I thought it was going to work out and it didn't. No, think positively. As you can see, she's holding up flowers, or you could even say that's food to someone, and being generous in giving. So maybe being generous in giving and having faith, and that will bring you new romance and new love. Because you do have some cup cards here this month, and that is in the cards somewhere. All right, Leo, I want to thank you for joining me for this month. And like I said, I encourage you to subscribe if you have not. You all have a wonderful, wonderful month. And leave some comments below of what's going on with you. If you'd like a reading, then email me at themagicalmatrix@gmail.com, or go to my website, taraventura.com, and click on schedule a reading. You all take care, be well, and I will see you soon.